Hey. Okay, so this is the state we're in. Was gonna do my nails today, right? I have the weakest nails in the world. Awful. Hear me out. I have been taking vitamin D pills. This is the longest they've literally been in years. Not long for other people, long for me. Super freaking happy. They are hard as rocks. Never had my nails look like that, ever. But going to be doing my nails today. And I realized that I just slowly keep getting more and more comfortable. This is the bummiest outfit I could possibly wear. You wanna come back in, like I knew you would. Come on. Okay, watch out. Come here, move. I love you. Really? Astrid! You're mean. I'm winded from the fit check. I'm comfortable. I'm about to do my nails, and I thought that while doing that, I would just talk about some really embarrassing things that happened when I was younger. And of course, the Diet Dr. Pepper. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. I like to pretend I'm a little nail artist, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my cuticles. So I went through like old pictures just to think of like something, because I was like, what's embarrassing? Like let me go ahead and just embarrass myself. It popped up in my memory of like, I just remember being super embarrassed about. Looking back, I don't know why, like I'm not embarrassed now. My left underarm, I have a freckle, like just like the size of a dime on my armpit, like on my arm. From the age of like being able to comprehend that it was like a noticeable thing that not other people had, like that age to probably 14 or 15, I just remember being so embarrassed by this. I would not wear tank tops. If I was wearing a tank top, I'd be horrified if I had to lift up my arm for them to see that freckle. I remember so many like small instances where I would do anything to protect that freckle. One specific instance that really got me, when I was younger, we were playing in the pool. One guy was just like, he was joking around. I don't even think he really knew. I'm not sure if he saw it or not, but he was like, oh, Olivia's like she doesn't shave her armpits. Number one, I don't know why he said that. I remember being mortified because I thought he saw my freckle and it looked like hair or something. For like some reason, it just traumatized me. Like I remember being like, this is the worst thing in the world. Like what am I gonna do with this mole under my arm? How am I gonna live? As a teenager, like anything different, well, I'm still a teenager, anything different than other people that's gonna like separate you is still like terrifying. So I just remember being like, nobody could find out. Another thing that I think is like very valid, looking back, I'm like, what was going on? Again, being a young teenager, trying to find my way. It kind of became the age, like 13 or 14, where girls start like plucking and shaving their eyebrows. I remember someone had said something to me about my eyebrows, like they're too bushy or something. It made me overly insecure about it. So I did something really stupid and tried to shave my eyebrows. For the first time ever, it did not go well. The thing is I thought they looked amazing. I thought they ate. Eventually, more and more people started to be like, where did your eyebrows go? Because I shaved about my whole eyebrow off. So then I started crying and told my mom, and I told the whole situation. I was like, what am I gonna do? I just shaved my whole eyebrow. I was like, what am I gonna do? So then I had to learn how to fill in my eyebrows. I didn't know what I was doing. And then I started to overfill them, and it was so bad. From like no eyebrows, or like fine. My eyebrows were fine. It went from fine to none to then filling them in to then overfilling them. It was just so bad. Looking back at pictures where I have no eyebrows, why did I do that? I really thought I ate. I did. I thought I ate with half of my eyebrow. This is the color we have picked out today. Another thing that was absolutely mortifying, oh, it kills me to this day, sweating. Something that I feel like is not talked about enough for younger teenage girls is hyperhidrosis. Now, let me tell you, I did have a tiny bit of this. By tiny, I mean a lot. So for like 2 years straight, I literally, I'm not even exaggerating, wore about the same 5 black shirts. I would have to plan every single outfit around my sweat stains. So I was over here, a 13 and 14-year-old girl, sweating like crazy. Like it could literally be snowing and my underarms be dripping sweat. Huge issue. And I remember my mom tried to help me. She really did, bless her soul. I bought like all the underarm pads. I used all the tricks book. Rashes. I had breakouts under my arms from this. It was insane. And as I slowly got older, it got a lot better. Like I still have a tinge of it when I get nervous, but overall I don't have it as bad. So one specific instance of this happening, like very recently actually, I look back on it and at first I really couldn't even let myself think about it because I was so embarrassed, but now I'm just like, it's a part of life. The farther it gets away, the more I'm like, okay, well, I can't really take credit for that because anything that's been over 6 months to a year, that wasn't me. That was the old me. And this one does kind of involve a little bit of storytelling because I was at my job. Let's say 6 months prior to the event that I'm about to tell you, I had a coworker that I was talking to. We would talk on Snapchat, we would talk all the time. He would ask for my phone number, he wanted to, you know, he would tell me things that he was proud of me. And then I find out he has a girlfriend. So I brought it up and I was like, hey, like, what's going on here? You have a girlfriend? Like, what? So then he quits, he's gone. I don't see him for like 6 months. And my manager, I tell her about this whole situation because we're like this. I tell my manager about the whole situation. She knows that he kind of led me on. Christmas break rolls around. She texts me. She's like, hey, he wants to come back for Christmas break. I wanted to text you and let you know, being the good manager that she is, and let me know that he wanted to come work. And she's like, if you don't want him to come back, I will tell him no. I'm like, you know what? Let him come back. Let him see me. Of course, I wanted to see him. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. Like, I don't care. Well, I also embarrassed myself because I woke up. I really pulled a Cassie that morning. Like, actually, what was going on in my head? I didn't even like him anymore. I literally didn't. It's been months. I just wanted to look good. And so I woke up at 4 a.m. that morning. 4 a.m. My hair, makeup, like took a shower, blow dried my hair for work. I do this tropical smoothie. Gets in that first day. God, I'm gonna kill myself. Okay, I guess I am slightly still embarrassed about it, but it gets there. Obviously, I'm very nervous because I'm just like, this is kind of embarrassing. Like, he played me. Are we gonna talk about it? Oh, and then he had blocked me on Snapchat. So, see him. I'm like so nervous and I start sweating. I don't mean sweating like a little. I mean like drenched in sweat. The thing that really gets me is I was wearing long sleeve undershirt and then a shirt over and I sweat through all that. But I start like sweating like crazy, trying to cool it down, but it's like a ring, like a large ring, like to the point where my arms were closed and you could still see sweat. I literally was panicking so much. I'm thinking like, they have to see it. Like there's no hiding it. The thing is they're gonna know it's because of the boy, because why else on this random day would I be sweating this much? And I literally was like going in the back, like behind shelves, taking napkins and wiping my underarm. And I was playing it risky too. Like people were walking back there and I was like trying to play it off. Like I was just like grabbing some chips or something. And I shouldn't be that embarrassed because it's not something I can even help. Like, and I wouldn't even care that much if it was about like a separate issue and I was just like embarrassed. But the fact that it has to do with the boy is even worse. That's like the most recent issue that I can think of where I just like could not control my sweat. Doing the top coat. But like the last thing that I can think of that I just look back on and I'm like, what were you doing? Was I had bangs. God, let me tell you how bad these were. Let me tell you. So I have like white girl curly hair, right? I hate to say curly hair because I just never know what people are gonna say and I don't want to get canceled for that. And I used to be so insecure about my forehead. Like I'm not even that insecure about it now. Like, but when I tell you, I used to be like have crippling anxiety about my forehead and I used to think it was so ugly. I'm like, let me get bangs, right? Try and cover the forehead. It all started from an insecurity. Could not decide how I wanted to style them. Straight, curly, doesn't matter. It looked rancid. My mom used to tell me like I don't think they look good. She's pretty honest with me. I was just so insecure with my forehead. I kept thinking I can make it work. Like I can make it work. I could not make it work. It was bad. I look back, it look ugly. It looks so ugly. Okay, so my nails are done. They actually look rancid on camera. I promise you, in person it looks better. Just here, they look mega short. I promise you, they're not. They look longer in person, and these are long for me. That was literally just me telling stories while painting my nails. So hopefully it was enjoyable.